It's just about game time. The Blazers never looked more confident than they...
Kevin, thank you.
Indeed. Something special, David. Thanks. Short a rotation play. Nothing that they can't overcome, but it does shrink their margin for error just a bit.
Missing a valued contributor, that can be a challenge. We'll see how they answer the bell.
The starters for the Portland Trail Blazers. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Norman Powell, and it's Nurkic in at the center. And for Dallas, Kristaps Porzingis is out there with Marjanovic. Then it's Josh Richardson. Then there's Doncic, and it's Finney-Smith in at the 3 slot. And so it's the Mavericks getting on the board first. 9 feet out. Tips it, but no good. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for Dallas.
And I remember when Doncic was first asked, who is your favorite player? And boy, he did not hesitate. LeBron James.
Hey, Greg, for guys of his generation, that would be the answer for 80 to 90% of them, and with good reason. How about these quotes from Doncic? He said, if I dunk on LeBron, I can retire. But I like this one a little better. He said, LeBron can play in a lot of different positions. I can too. But for me to be like LeBron, I have to work much harder. That's a guy who knows his stuff.
And Porzingis, here we go.
Once Porzingis gets some momentum, just get out of the way.
And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Lillard, the pass to Powell. Lillard against Doncic. And it's good for 2.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Pass to Richardson. Now Marjanovic. Pass to Doncic. A 3-pointer off the mark.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
McCollum dishes to Nurkic. It's McCollum on the wing. Richardson covering. And that one is off. Now the Mavericks take it the other way. Lets it go. And another basket for Dallas.
You know, you're going to have success when you can start out shooting 80% from the game. So early offensively, they've been great. That's the way you like to start.
Back to Lillard, and stolen by Richardson. And it's the Mavericks on the break. Scored the basket. His 4th. He's only missed 1 of his 5 shots tonight.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
You're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
Now, here's Lillard. Greg, we have a league of many great playmakers, don't we?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. LeBron James is obvious. You know, he played point guard technically for the first time last season, but he's always been a floor general. You look at a young man like Ja Morant, and he's been on the attack since day 1 when he hit the league. And there's so many more of those guys that are having an impact, understanding the value of that lead guard position. It is fun to watch.
It is so fun to watch. I agree. Lillard finds McCollum. Ripped away. Doncic with it. Now defended by McCollum. And Doncic gets it to go. Doncic has got 10.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Now here's McCollum. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. To stop the run, he makes that one drop. Only a 2nd and 5 tries.
One of the things you've got to admire and respect about him is his aggressiveness at the offensive end, always in attack mode.
Here's Doncic, and the shot goes down. He's got 12.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And how? I mean, they're taking this defense to task, taking them to school. Every one of their last 10 points have come in the paint.
Now here's McCollum. High post, Nurkic, 6 to shoot. Doncic against Lillard. Porzingis with the block.
Boy, Porzingis doing a nice job staying in position and then using his reach to block shots.
Richardson, good.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
And to battle back, they've got to shore up the defense. I mean, there's no other way to come back from a deficit unless you play good defense.
A pass to Porzingis, takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Well, what an athlete this Porzingis kid is, man. I tell you, you put the rock anywhere near him, and he's going to throw it down.
Got it off in time. It's been all about Luka Doncic for the Dallas Mavericks. Well, earlier, Damian Lillard spoke to us about how
I look to the times where
Greggy's certainly a gentleman in victory and defeat.
You know, Lillard takes the L as a learning opportunity. Sure, it stings, but he also knows it can make them stronger if they use it right.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Dallas.
They've made the commitment to get out and run, and it's paid off with some highlight reel plays in transition.
The other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've been able to convert off turnovers.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the court for the Trailblazers, Jones is out there with Anthony. Then it's Enes Kanter. Then there's Norman Powell. And it's Simons in at point guard. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play. Trey Burks checked in for J.J. Redick. Portland shooting their first free throw attempt on the night.
And as a team, excellent a season ago, about 80% when they got to the line.
Mavericks leading by 11. Brunson the pass to Hardaway. Back to Brunson. Inside. And that'll be two free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Well, you got to give Hardaway Jr. credit, guys. I mean, he's excellent at finding ways to get to a spot and then make the defense compromise.
Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. Powell, the pass to Simons. Back to Powell. Simons surveying the D. Down low, Anthony. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
Sometimes, for whatever reason, a lot of times you don't know why. It takes a little while to work the knots out, but it looks like they're putting it together right now.
We're closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second quarter. Powell, the pass to Cauley-Stein. Portland grabs the miss.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Here's Simons, and he goes in for the dunk.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
And it's the Mavericks with the ball. The Blazers getting the bucket. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
You know, you look at Hardaway Jr. right now. I think efficiency is everything, should be the priority for him. I think he has the talent, no doubt, but just needs to play to his strengths a little bit more.
C.J. McCollum, he's checked in for Portland.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
My kind of hoops. Straight ahead, playing downhill, and physical.
Now here's McCollum. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. And Kanter throws it down.
And usually amongst the leaders in their offensive rebound rate, Kanter gives your team found points off misses.
Brunson and Jones sends it back. One-on-one here. Simons, the pass to McCollum. That three off the mark.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
And that one's good. Burks got his first points in this one.
Taking it up strong against size. He does not lack for confidence.
That's well done there. I mean, don't even give him a chance to get to the block. Get in tight and finish at the rim.
And with that, the Maverick lead is cut down now to just 8 on the basket from McCollum. On the wing, Hardaway. Lets it go from deep. And Jones pulls it down.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
A 3 from McCollum. That one drops, and he's now 2 for 5.
And no stranger to tough shots. A hand in his face, not a problem. McCollum, he's in his bag.
Now here's Burke. 1:11 left to play in the first half. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That one's on Anthony.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Porzingis is checked in for Cauley-Stein. Marjanovic comes in for Dwight Powell. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Hardaway. And Doncic is subbed in for Jalen Brunson. Mavericks leading by 7. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And it was interesting how the Dallas franchise sold its fans on Doncic. Ownership told them, think of a 6'7" Steve Nash. Isn't quite the shooter Steve was, but is only a teenager. Great vision. Boy, he can really pass it, and it turns out Doncic is all of that and more.
Now here's Anthony. We've got 33 seconds left here in the second. And it's McCollum in the corner. 5 on the clock. Lillard against Doncic. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off his shot. 24-second violation. The Mavericks have gotten off to a rough start here in the second quarter, going just 1 for 5. Passes it to Burke. Back to Doncic. That one falls coming off Burke's feet. Doncic has got 4 points this quarter.
Doncic showing you his ability to finish. I really respect his aggressiveness in taking it to the hoop and handling contact.
And so that's the end of it.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, Luka Doncic had a huge first quarter. He had 16 points and that'll.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You know, Luka Doncic has been exceptional here, guys.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
They've got Porzingis. Doncic out there with Richardson. Then there's Marjanovic, and it's Finney-Smith in at the 3 spot. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Lillard misses.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then, because his shot making is not happening right now.
But they'll get another chance. And it's McCollum at the elbow. Lillard dishes to Nurkic. It's good. Nurkic has got his second bucket of the night. Your son, Cole Gregg, was one of the top high school players in America. A lot of services had him number 1. Talk about what it was like going through the recruiting process as a dad.
You know, it was fun for the most part because he really kind of kept everything in perspective. And the teams we dealt with, the schools we dealt with, man, they were all top-notch. So that process, about as enjoyable as one could ask for. But at the same time, it's still stressful, man. That's still your little guy getting ready to head off to college.
Well, you're a dad and a proud one at that.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
Richardson, no luck. Trailblazers trail by 11. Nobody near Lillard. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Lillard's got 6.
Unselfishness always admirable in a basketball player, and Covington consistent at giving it up when one of his teammates is open.
Doncic, no good. For Portland, they've gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Here's Lillard. Good on the 13-footer. Lillard's got 4 this quarter.
And he can score from all over the court. But Lillard at his best from mid-range. He deserves extra special attention from the defense in that in-between area. But sometimes, even then, that's not enough. Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high-percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Covington kicks to Lillard. Portland moving the ball around. Pulls up, high post, and it falls over the rim and in. And that's now 10 points for Lillard.
Offensively, McCollum sees the floor well. Not surprised to see him spot the open teammate.
And they double up Doncic. And Lillard is going to pick up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. And Dallas going with a whole new group out there. And then for the Trailblazers, Enes Kanter's checked in for Nurkic. And it's Derek Jones in for C.J. McCollum. Trailblazers trail by 7. Jones, no one around him. Offensive rebound. Kanter kicks to Jones. Jacks up a 3. Good on the three-point shot. Jones has got himself on the board with 3 there.
Second chance points have really been an issue here defensively.
And, you know, defense isn't done until you finish it off with the rebound. It's like the period at the end of a sentence. That's where they have to improve.
Here's Brunson. Dallas again missing.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Jones finds Powell. 1:21 left in the third quarter. Over in the corner, Lillard. Again, the Trailblazers good for 2.
Yeah, the first half was 1 to deep 6 or forget. But in the second half, he's looked a lot better.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
And that one's good. Burke.
And, you know, coaches will take possessions like that all day long. Phenomenal use of the screen there.
Here's Simons. The pass to Kanter. Outside, Jones. Dishes it to Carmelo. Here's Simons. Brunson covering. Powell with the steal. And here we go. Fast break. Burke's got it. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And Cauley Stein throws it down.
You just throw it up there. Trill Will's going to take care of the rest.
Burke covering. Over to the wing. 9 feet out. It's rebounded by Dallas. 17 seconds left here in the third quarter. To the inside. Got a piece of it. Trying to find Brunson. Gets it to him. Hardaway passes to Powell. Back to Hardaway. He got it up. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so it's the Dallas Mavericks with a 6. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the 2-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or 2 when he needs to.
That's right. I mean, that's not his primary duty, but when the situation calls for it, he can do it and does it well.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. On the floor for Portland, Anthony is out there with Derek Jones. Then there's McCollum. Then it's Enes Kanter. And it's Simons in at the 1 spot. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Mavericks.
I thought we might see the defense adjust at halftime to slow the break, but that has not been the case.
Something that's also benefited them tonight are the turnovers they've forced and the points that have come along with those forced turnovers.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Cauley Stein, he's checked in for Porzingis. Mike Powell comes in for Marjanovic. And Trey Burke subbed in for J.J. Redick. Here's Simons. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Derek Jones. Dallas leading by 8. Brunson scanning the floor. Now here's Burke. He is guarded by McCollum. Burke can't get it to go. And Simons has got the ball here for the Portland Trail Blazers. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
How about that one? Able to maintain control and finish the play.
Yeah, we call that playing through the whistle. You know, he didn't give up on it when he heard the whistle. He kept his focus, his concentration, and he found a way to get the shot up and down.
Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. Nice move. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark. Trailblazers trail by 5. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. And Portland with a change here, too. Lillard's checked in for Anthony Simons. Here's Doncic, following the score by Damian Lillard. Marjanovic finds Doncic. And the dunk by Doncic.
Boy, Luka Doncic, such an all-around skill set. I mean, the defense having a real hard time containing him tonight.
Lillard, the pass to Carmelo. Lillard with it. He's picked up by Doncic. Outside Anthony. Kicks it out to McCollum. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. And here's the fast break. Richardson leading the way. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Nurkic has got his 8th rebound here tonight.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
Here's Finney-Smith. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. And he's going up for the alley-oop. So it's Richardson with the jam.
Tell you what, for a young player, Doncic has already shown tremendous skill and feel for the game. Beautiful floor awareness there.
Now here's Lillard to the paint. Tries from 10. Here's Cantor. Launches a 3. Lillard against Doncic. And that one drops for him. Lillard's got 4 this quarter.
Proof positive that Lillard is worthy. That's talent you can build a franchise around.
And they double up Doncic. And Doncic throws it down.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
Here's Lillard following the score by Dallas. Yep, it goes. And the Dallas lead is cut down to just 4 points with a bucket from McCollum.
How about the fearlessness of McCollum? Doesn't shy away from taking or making the big shots.
Now, here's Doncic. We've got 1:13 left in the fourth quarter. Porzingis high post. Pulls up on the wing. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Pass to Lillard. The 3. Offensive rebound. Cantor. Here's Nurkic. Kicks it out to McCollum. Fires for 3. Keeps it alive. There's Nurkic putting it right back in.
And the swag Nurkic plays with, it's infectious. He doesn't back down from taking a big shot.
Now, here's Doncic. Here's Marjanovic. Here's Finney-Smith. Frames it from downtown.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
Back to McCollum for three. Good. And he has brought them to within 2 points.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
That's a good foul, though. I like that. I mean, clock management crucial at this time of the game.
So a close game sees Dallas taking this one. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight. The beautiful skyline of... And we've got...
Kevin, thanks very much.
Sure is. Thanks, D.A. Missing some depth tonight, but the starting lineup is intact for this team. Now, a look at Dallas's starting lineup. Josh Richardson out there with Luka Doncic. And there's Porzingis. Then there's Marjanovic. And it's Finney Smith in at the 3. And for Denver, they've got Nikola Jokic. Michael Porter's out there with Bol. And it's Rivers. And it's Harrison in at the 1. Well, this seems to be a game that could be very tactical, Greg. Both teams relying on execution in the half court.
And, Kevin, you're going to see a lot of ball movement and body movement, and you can't just stand around and watch one guy go to work. I think that puts so much pressure on the defense with how the game is played.
And an emphasis on coaching, too.
Yes.
4 on the clock. Finney Smith passes to Marjanovic. Doesn't go that time. Good defense by Jokic. Here's Harrison. It's Rivers on the wing. Back to Harrison. In the corner, Bol with it. Pass to Harrison. Wide open look. It's hauled in by Porzingis.
Maybe he rushes that just a little bit. Who knows? But he couldn't have gotten a better look than that.
Richardson, no luck. Here's Bol. Porzingis with the steal. Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here. And Marjanovic with the slam.
Absolutely the prettiest play in basketball, executed to perfection.
I don't think you get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop. Now here's Rivers. Pass to Bol. Nifty move. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one on Richardson.
And the size Bol has poses problems for any defense, especially when he's trying his best to be aggressive scoring.
Now Doncic. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. The layup missed.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
The kick out to Porter. And there's the pass to Rivers. Here's Harrison. Guarded by Doncic. Goes back up. And it's Jokic missing.
Great rim protection to prevent him from converting. Beautiful.
Doncic right side. Porzingis trying to get free. Doncic no good.
Boy, the offensive flow just isn't there right now. 1 for 5 to start the game.
And Doncic was part of a draft day trade that so far seems to have worked out pretty well for both teams.
That's exactly right. Doncic, Greg, was selected by Atlanta with the 3rd pick. He was then quickly shipped to Dallas for the 5th overall pick, which turned into Trae Young, plus a future pick. Neither of these young men wasted any time putting their stamp on the NBA. I do think their futures will always be discussed in connection with the other.
Now here's Rivers after Luka Doncic's miss. Harrison kicks to Jokic. Shoots over Marjanovic. And it's Jokic missing.
That's a shot he makes with regularity, but that time the defense up to the challenge.
Doncic with the bucket.
Boy, what body control from the Slovenian forward. Doncic comfortable taking on all challengers.
Passes it to Rivers. Back to Harrison. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
Well, known for being a terrific passer, he shows you right there. Case in point.
Doncic feeling it out. Count that bucket.
Well, you want to talk about a picture-perfect jumper. Luka Doncic knows a thing or two about getting into the mid-range.
Richardson against Rivers. Over to the left wing. Now, here's Bol. He's guarded closely. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Yeah, inside, Bol does a great job just making subtle adjustments and utilizing that length.
Richardson against Rivers. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Now here's Rivers. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet.
What a sequence from Austin Rivers. That ball on the string. What a pretty dribble drive.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Now here's Doncic. Zingas high post. Richardson outside. Fires from deep. Rebound by the Nuggets. And a wide open look for Porter. Tips it. Jokic on the follow. Jokic has got his second bucket of the game to go.
Such a savvy player. Love watching Jokic battle for positioning on the offensive glass.
And so it's Denver. And we caught it before the game with Nikola Jokic, who had a
selfless. I mean, you need to cure.
Greg, there are areas of Jokic's game where he probably is the best in the world.
I can't think of a center with better floor vision or better passing ability. His positioning, his angles, his ability to use his size to maximize effectiveness, all at an elite level.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And the Nuggets, guys, what jumps out to you numbers-wise?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
I think across the board, a number of guys who've done a great job guarding multiple positions.
We've got Gordon. He's out there with Monte Morris. Paul Millsap out there with JaVale McGee. It's Najee in at the power forward position. That's the group for Denver getting going here in the second. Here's Brunson following the score by Aaron Gordon. Brunson kicks to Cauley-Stein. Back to Brunson. Shoots from 12. He can't get that one to fall. And the Nuggets going the other way. Gordon inside. Brunson covering. And the basket by Gordon. Gordon's got the lead up to 8 now for the Nuggets. Brunson scanning the floor. Rebound by the Nuggets. McGee inside. Working on Cauley-Stein. Great positioning on the putback.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Now here's Cauley-Stein. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Here's Hardaway. Millsap grabs the miss. And it's Millsap with the ball for the Denver Nuggets. 10-point lead. This is their biggest.
And when you watch Hardaway shoot, one thing that stands out, he has a very quick release.
And Greg, that's what makes the jumper very tough to contest, especially when he's dialing it up from range. You have to stay connected to this guy defensively. It's not easy to do with the other weapons on this team.
Here's Morris after the basket by Willie Cauley-Stein. And it's McGee with the jam.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Now here's Cauley-Stein. Pass to Hardaway. Outside for Redick. The shot. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. Redick's got his first points of the game. The Nuggets leading by 8. Morris with the ball. Pass to Najee. There's 1:47 left in the first half. McGee trying to break free. Najee, no good. Mavericks trail by 8. Fast break. Here we go. Here's Hardaway. Lays it up and banks it in.
Well, you can see Tim Hardaway is in his element right now. This guy, a solid transition player. He knows where to get to.
There's 1:17 left now here in the second. Here's Najee. Powered down with both hands.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Brunson the pass to call his time. Now Powell. Hardaway up top. Outside for Reddick. Dallas moving it around. Here's Powell. That one misses. And it's Denver the other way. And the pass to McGee. Over Hardaway. McGee the pass to Najee. It drops for his third basket. He's missed only one shot.
Well, you like that he shakes off that rocky first period and knocks down a shot. Nice.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Outside Hardaway. Kicks to Powell. Yes, and it's Hardaway picking up the assist. Powell's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Well, you want some unselfishness from a guy who's capable of scoring, and Tim Hardaway says, you know what, my teammate's open, I'm going to get him the ball.
And so it's the Denver Nuggets. Thanks for the great interview, David, and we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following him.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, folks, Kent, after 2 quarters, it's Denver out in front. They have an 8-point lead. And big... Thanks for joining.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. It's been quite a game for Bol.
And, you know, not always the guy that you would expect to be making the big plays, but so far tonight, he has delivered.
Here's who Rick Carlisle is starting the second half with. Doncic out there with Richardson. Then there's Marjanovic. Then there's Porzingis. And it's Finney-Smith in at the small forward position. Now here's Porzingis. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Dallas needs to get off a shot. And it's denied.
And that massive wingspan coming into play there. Ball uses it to perfection to block shots.
And we just got a second look there at the exceptional mobile one block.
And guys, that's about as good a defensive play as you'll see. Instant reaction to get a hand to the shot.
Now here's Rivers. It's rebounded by Porzingis. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Here's Finney-Smith. Makes it off the glass. Finney-Smith's got the first basket of the second half. That one for the Mavs. Denver leading by 6.
And last year, Dallas gave Porzingis the contract he was looking for to the tune of $158 million.
And Greg, credit the Dallas organization for believing in Kristaps Porzingis' talent. And now credit Porzingis, because you have to share shot attempts and usage with Luka Doncic. What has he done? He's concentrated on better rebounding, better rim protecting. This guy is all in on winning, and what a combination these two guys can be.
Here's Rivers after Luka Doncic's bucket. Porzingis with the steal. Now here's Doncic. D right on him. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Yeah, because Luka Doncic is such a threat to score it, it opens up the passing game, and boy, it is on display right now.
Here's Harrison. Doncic with the steal. And it's the Mavericks on the break. Doncic leading the charge.
80% shooting to start the third, 4 for 5.
And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Here's Rivers. To the middle. Got a piece of it. Shot clock at 6. Here's Jokic. No good. They had a chance to end the run there. Mavericks have gotten 4 of their first 5 second-half shots to fall. 80% since the break. And Michael Porter is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Nuggets on D. Nothing yet for them in the third quarter. Or kicks to Doncic. For the lead. That one falls coming off Burke's feet. Doncic has got 10.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Campazzo, Burke covering. That one doesn't drop. Now the Mavericks take it the other way. Coach is liking what he's seeing from his offense.
And guys, they've put the defense on the defensive.
And so it's Jokic with the ball. He brings it up for the Denver Nuggets. A 2-point game. Boy, your alma mater, UNLV, Greg, has produced some great NBA players over the years. I mean, so many great names.
No doubt about it. Listen, I got a special place in my mates Larry Johnson and Stacey Augmon.
Right.
But also guys like Sean Marion. You go back to Reggie Theus, who was a tremendous player. And right now in the league, you got Kim Birch, dunk champ Derrick Jones, and up-and-comer in Christian Wood.
Good mentions. Hardaway, no good.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
And yes, it's good.
And not just a scorer, but a distributor as well. Porter's court awareness is really impressive.
Burke looking over the floor. Dishes it to Hardaway. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Here's Najee. He has 6. And Cauley Stein over to help. And the rejection by Cauley Stein.
You better come stronger than that. Cauley Stein, a presence defensively.
Good, and the assist goes to Hardaway. Hardaway has got 3 assists in the game.
Yeah, they are really starting to push it now.
40 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Now the Mavericks with it. They're on a 12-4 run right now. Here's Brunson. Powell against McGee. Second chance shot. Denver grabs the miss.
And this is a shot he can definitely make, and the defense not a factor at all.
From 10 feet out, here's Najee. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now. The first one falls. Mavericks making a switch here. Both shots good from the stripe. Outside, Redick. Pass to Porzingis. And we just finished the third quarter, and we got a tight ball game here. Denver on top. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver, and he did just that.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. They've got Porter, Harrison out there with Rivers, and it's Nikola Jokic, and it's Bull in at the power forward. That's the group on the floor for Denver. Basket good.
Well, tremendous composure on the interior from the guard, Austin Rivers. He's got the frame to complete that play.
On the wing, Hardaway. This one for 3. They get it back.
Yeah, and that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tip-in.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it? Here's Harrison. Brunson covering. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's going to go on Willie Cauley-Stein. That free throw good from Harrison. Denver making a switch here. Gordon's checked in. That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
And they're doing a better job of working themselves to the line here in the second half.
Richardson kicks to Finney-Smith. Pass to Porzingis. over Rivers. Good on that shot, and with that, the Nugget lead is cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from Kristaps Porzingis. A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. And here's Jokic. Pass to Rivers. The dish to Bull. Clock is at 3. Here's Jokic, and Jokic throws it down.
And at 7'2", Bull has incredible vision, including noticing when his teammates are open.
Richardson dishes to Doncic. And the dunk by Doncic.
Big.
And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Harrison passes to Gordon. Now Bull. It's stolen. To take the lead, and Doncic lays it in. Doncic has got the lead up to 2 now for the Mavs.
And you might not have expected him to go for the steal there, but boy, oh boy, did that ever work out.
Harrison passes to Gordon. He kicks the Bull. Lob pass to Gordon. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Inside, Richardson. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. And now a 4-point Dallas lead.
How about the vision from the young Latvian Porzingis, showing he really can read the floor and capitalize.
They need this. Porzingis with the steal. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Here's what Denver's going with right now. JaVale McGee's check in for Bull. And Monte Morris subbed in for Harrison.
Well, Luka can get himself into the paint with consistency, and boy, does he make that a high percentage finish.
Gordon deciding where to go with it. It's rebounded by Doncic. Dallas leading by 6. Porzingis passes to Richardson. Doncic outside. The pass to Porzingis. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Porzingis has got 4 points in the quarter.
Spectacular. I mean, lights out shooting here down the stretch. All of a sudden now they're in a position to win the game.
Morris passes to Jokic. Doncic with the steal. Passes it to Finney-Smith. Back to Doncic. From deep three-point range. Rebound by the Nuggets.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
Richardson outside. Feeds it to Doncic. Marjanovic kicks to Doncic. They get a hand on it. McGee in the high post. To stop the drought. So we see the Mavericks get the win here. David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. The Trailblazers focused as they walked into the locker room earlier.
Kevin, thanks very much.
Portland is indeed one of the great cities in the NBA. David, thank you. And the injury report for both teams. Players who will not be available tonight.
And this is where you see the depth of your team put to the test. Neither squad at full strength in this one. So I expect to see adjustments in various matchups as the first half starts to shape up.
Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. They've got Harrison. Bol is out there with Michael Porter. And it's Nikola Jokic. And it's Rivers in at the shooting guard position. And for the Trailblazers, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Robert Covington. And it's Powell in at the 3 slot. Back to Rivers. Denver passing it around. Here's Jokic. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot. Not many teams have the personnel, Greg, to work the ball through the post, but that's what we're going to see plenty of tonight. These two teams can do it.
And no doubt, Kevin, it can really add a dimension to your offense, and it creates different rotations defensively, especially when you've got someone down low that's going to demand a double team. And so I'm interested to see, in essence, some old school basketball in terms of how teams rotate out of that post.
I am too. And here's Denver. And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. That one off the back iron and out.
I thought that one was going to go down. Mid-range jumpers, oh man, that's usually a bunny with the D playing soft like that.
Now here's Nurkic. McCollum finds Lillard. Over Harrison. Passes it to Powell. Just 5 to shoot. Now here's Nurkic. And Bol pulls it down.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Porter. And misses it off the right side of the rim. The Blazers on offense. Here's McCollum. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
Oh, what body control from McCollum. This guy's just a scorer. He takes on all comers.
Here's Harrison. Here's Jokic. The Nuggets with another miss.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Lillard dishes to Covington. Lillard attacking, and Lillard throws it down.
Lillard is phenomenal at penetrating to the bucket. With his speed, athleticism, difficult to slow down.
The Nuggets trail by 4.
Well, you look at the career that Dame Lillard has had so far. Taken 6th in the 2012 draft out of Weber State, a small school, but this guy became a franchise player immediately for the Blazers.
And another miss by Denver.
He's not using his head this quarter. He's got to get back to finding high percentage shots.
Cullen passes to Nurkic. "14 feet away." Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. And thinking of Lillard, the numbers over his career are incredible.
And Lillard found his strength as a shooter, and boy, did he exploit it. He's been averaging 20 points per game almost his entire career, and he's kept adding to his game as one of the elite players in our league.
And the call up against Jokic. That's his first foul. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Enes Kanter's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Carmelo Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. Jones checked in for Norman Powell. And it's Simons in for Lillard. And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a three-point play. Going to the line for one.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, it feels like they're just one step ahead right now, looking to build out their advantage even further.
Here's what Denver's going with right now. JaVale McGee comes in for Jokic. And it's Green in for Michael Porter. The Nuggets shooting their first free throw of the contest. That free throw good from Harrison. Trailblazers leading by 5. McCollum kicks to Jones. Back to McCollum. To the right side. And it's Simons missing. And it's Millsap with the ball for the Nuggets. Stolen by Kanter. Anthony with it. He's picked up by Millsap. Fast break. Here come the Trailblazers. McCollum with the ball.
You know, if you got game, you got game. And we're starting to see more players come from small schools and go on to become special talents like McCollum. You don't see it too often, but it's definitely start to happen. It shows you what happens when you put in the work.
There's 47 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Morris passes to Gordon. To the inside. Najee. And he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Now here's Jones. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Here's McCollum. And all around the rim that time before dropping in.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
The Nuggets trail by 7. Morris looking over the floor. Millsap has the open look. Denver the rebound. Here's Gordon. Goes up again. Here's McGee. Well, it was only a matter of time, but they finally get the bucket.
A specialty of McGee's. I mean, he's a high-activity guy who's opportunistic on the offensive glass.
When Damian Lillard's in the flow, there is no stopping him.
I think in the past, anytime
Greg, this is why they say there's no substitute for experience.
And I agree. And, you know, sometimes guys need to learn to be more selfish at times. You also learn if it ain't broke, keep going with it. Ride the hot hand.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And from Portland, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
No question. It's been stifling thus far, preventing that offense from establishing any kind of rhythm.
Taking a look at the Nuggets, they've got Austin Rivers. Michael Porter's out there with Paul Millsap. And there's JaVale McGee. And that was another look at the aggressive D that led to the mobile one block.
And that's what a team needs when they're trailing. Energy on D.
Just 4 to shoot. Near the three-point line, it's McCollum. Got it for his 4th field goal of the game on just 5 shots.
Oh, this is the kind of ball movement they want to get from Kanter. Scan the floor, and when you spot the open man, get it to him.
Gordon, the pass to Morris. The Nuggets moving the ball around. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
There's the pass to Jones. Here's Simons, covered by Morris. Simons, the pass to McCollum. Down low, feeds it to Carmelo. And it's Anthony with the jam.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
The coaching staff has to be upset. You can't give the opposition easy baskets like this.
Here's Gordon. Portland making their last shot. And Cantor pulls it down. Trailblazers leading by 7.
Well, you can't help but think of the dunk contest robbery with Aaron Gordon. Didn't receive max points on some of his dunks that clearly deserved it. Said he's done with the event after the last go. And I can't say I blame him.
Now here's McCollum. He's got 10. Here's Simons. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Cantor's got the lead up to 9 now for the Trailblazers.
He's one of the best per-minute rebounders in the game. Cantor gets a lot of his points this way.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, we know that for years the NBA has thought about a postseason play-in tournament to get more teams and fans involved. Last year's pandemic stoppage basically necessitated its implementation. For the NBA, the disruption of business as usual enabled innovation and risk-taking. I don't want to be too hoity-toity, but it was Albert Einstein who once said, "In the midst of every crisis lies great opportunity." Guys, back to you.
You're right. Thank you, David. And with the dunk contest and Aaron Gordon, some of the dunks he pulled off, Greg, were outstanding.
I mean, going over Taco Fall was the big one. The one-handed windmill was impressive as well. Gordon doesn't need a trophy. Everyone knows he's one of the best dunkers we've ever seen.
Simons surveying the D. That's tipped, stolen by McGee. Morris outside to the paint. They need this one, and it's McGee with the jam.
Well, that's just too easy for McGee. I mean, the minute he establishes position in this area, the defense is done.
Here's Simons, covered by Morris. Pass to Simons. We've got 1:08 left in the first half of the game. Clock at 6. Cantor in the corner. Portland needs to get off a shot. McCollum dishes to Anthony. Basket counts.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Now, here is Morris. There's 49 seconds left to play in the first half. And he banks in the layup.
I like that pick play. I mean, you can see how easily it makes it for him to get to the cup.
And so it's McCollum with it. He brings it up for Portland. Pass to Simons. Kicks it to Cantor. Lets it fly. No good on the shot. And it's Denver the other way. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. Trailblazers leading by 7.
And this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Yeah, no need to rush right here. Let the clock run a little, then execute your offense.
And it's in there.
Leonard is as tough as there is to contain in the pick and roll. He does a nice job of using the screen to get a little bit of separation.
And so it's Portland ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to. All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greeting. A tremendous start for C.J. McCollum. He had 10 points and 1 assist. And that'll do.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. C.J. McCollum really making a difference here.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
Yeah, the offense looks crisp, and guys are hitting their shots.
Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Nurkic, and it's Powell in at the 3, the small forward. So that's who Terry Stotts starts the second half. And that one's good, Lillard.
And look at that, the touch of Lillard inside, so impressive. He's terrific at generating points.
Harrison scanning the floor. In the corner, Bull with it. There's the double team with Covington. Now, Jokic passes to Harrison. Off target from three-point range.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
Lillard outside. And Lillard gets double teamed. He wants to get it to Nurkic and does. Lillard right side. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Rivers with it. Nurkic with the steal. And even 3-on-3 break. Now, here's Lillard. Defense right on him. He kicks it to McCollum. Back to Lillard. The pass to McCollum. Lays it up off the glass. McCollum's got the lead up to 13 now for the Trailblazers. Greg, I know you've played for some great coaches in your day. What is it that separates the truly elite coaches, in your opinion, from just coaches that are pretty good?
I think the one attribute that's most important for a great coach is consistency. And I've said this, you can coach a lot of different ways, you can win a lot of different ways, but you've got to be sincere and true to your principles and your philosophy. And those are the coaches, and I've had them that have done it different ways, but they've been the most successful. And listen, you've also at the professional level, you've got to have a presence about you. You got to have some charisma out there as well to get these men to buy in.
And again, Denver no good.
And if you ask me what percentage of the time he's making that shot, my answer would be in the single digits.
Yeah, that's not his spot, plain and simple. He's trying to force something that is rarely a good idea.
Anthony's checked in for the Trailblazers. Now here's Lillard, following the miss by Austin Rivers. Lillard, right side, pulls it up. That one is good. He's only missed one shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
Gotta D up Lillard at all times. You can't afford to lay off of him for a second. That's when he strikes.
And last season, Lillard doing more playmaking than prior years, a career high in assists for him.
Well, we all know that Dame can score whenever he wants to. This team is better when he's setting others up. Lillard knows that. I expect him to continue to spread the ball around.
Yeah, a former 5-star recruit. We know about the talent level with Porter, but he's also a mature, hard-working guy.
Cantor, he's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Now here's Lillard. He's got 10. A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Now here's Powell. Over Rivers. Cantor kicks to Powell. Lillard outside. The offensive rebound. 1:14 left to play in the third. His 3-pointers off the mark. The Nuggets trail by 13, and now they decide to foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two. And for Jokic, a slow start to last season, came in heavy, lost over 20 pounds as he played his way into shape, and boy, did he come on strong down the stretch.
Pass to Simons. It's hauled in by Jokic. The Nuggets have gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second half. That one's in there, and the Portland lead is cut down now to just 9 in the bucket from Gordon.
An underrated part, really, of being a sick athlete like Gordon, body control. Used it there to keep the form on his shot.
And it's Monte Morris with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. 41 seconds left to play here in the third. Pass to Cantor.
And how about the stingy defense there to deny that pass?
And here's Millsap from the arc. And it's Portland with the rebound. Covered by Morris. Passes it to Simons. Cantor trying to free himself up. Trailblazers keep it alive. It's stolen by Morris. And pushing it up, here's Denver. Lays it in off the breakaway. Morris has got 6.
And a terrific job on both ends of that sequence. Very slick steal and great transition offense.
And so it's the Portland Trailblazers heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. A look at the field. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
I mean, well, if you're the coaching staff, I mean, you're pumped up. This highlight will not only make it on the TV, it'll make it into the film session tomorrow.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Our fourth quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. So out there for the Nuggets right now, they've got JaVale McGee. Morris is out there with Aaron Gordon. Then there's Paul Millsap. It's Najee in at the 4-man position. Cantor kicks to Powell. Morris against Lillard. Another shot, and it's blocked by Gordon.
No, I wouldn't test Gordon. With that vertical and length, please try someone else.
Trailblazers leading by 7. Jones, the pass to Carmelo. Kicks it out to Jones. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation. Nurkic checked in for the Trailblazers. Collin comes in for Jones. And here is Morris. 60 seconds off the clock here in the fourth. Now the pass to Najee. Outside Millsap. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. Shot clock at 5. Tipped away. Nurkic with the steal. Powell down low. Covered by Morris.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
Robert Covington's checked in for Cantor. Big group substitution here for Denver. Lillard and stolen by Bull. Porter looking it over. No good on the triple.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Morris against Lillard. He scores his 6th bucket from the floor with that one. He's shot the ball 11 times.
Even with the D giving him a lot of attention, he's still finding ways to light him up.
Bounce pass from Morris. Here's Jokic. Morris dishes to Porter. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Jokic. Shoots it. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot.
A nice touch on the jump shot. Jokic's shooting ability changes his team's definition of spacing.
And it's McCollum in the corner. It's Powell on the wing. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will retain possession. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. And so it's Jokic with it. He brings it up for the Nuggets. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. Morris, no good. They can burn some clock if they want to.
And get a little breather as well.
Lillard the pass to McCollum. Lillard scanning the floor. Drills it from outside. Lillard's got 5 points now in the quarter.
With his ability to accelerate, defenders have to be careful against Lillard. It's either give him the three or risk the blow-by.
Morris passes to Jokic. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
McCollum outside. Pass to Lillard. Shot clock at 6. Back to McCollum. Over Rivers. McCollum no good. The Nuggets trail by 8. Pass to Bull. Jokic on top. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Calm and collected in the game's biggest moments. You can rely on Jokic when you need a basket.
McCollum finds Lillard. 54 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Covington passes to Nurkic. Kicks it out to Lillard. Back to Nurkic. Doesn't go for him. And Denver the other way now.
And not sure they've got enough time to save themselves.
Yeah, it's quite unlikely, but we've seen crazier things happen.
Showing he can step up when the team needs him. Bull there with a big basket.
McCollum feeling it out a bit. The pass to Pop. Back to McCollum. Now Powell. The dish now to Covington. Here's Lillard. And Jokic with the rebound. Here's Rivers. Good.
High drama here, guys. I mean, they've managed to get hot just when it looked like this thing was out of reach.
And so the big win by Portland in a tight game. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks. Burnside. We are...
Well, the ceremony...
Thank you, D.A. So let's take a look at the starters for the Dallas Mavericks. Josh Richardson out there with Luka Doncic. Then there's Marjanovic. And there's Porzingis. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3 spot. And for the Trailblazers, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Powell. And it's Nurkic in at the center. Now here's Lillard. Unloads from 13. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game. Terrific, talented backcourts tonight. Greg, did it ever add anything for you playing across another top-level guard?
Listen, it raises the stakes, no doubt about it. You always want the opportunity to play against the best because you want to see where you stand. But in the end, even when you know a guy's better than you, and you're going to have that be the case a lot of nights, you still know that too much at that.
And Porzingis right through the defense, and a sweet dunk from the big man.
And Lillard kicks to McCollum. The pass to Powell. Back to McCollum. Shoots over Doncic. McCollum no good. About 1 minute into the first quarter. Here's Richardson, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
Well, the attacking mentality of Josh Richardson right now, proving once again how tough a cover he can be.
McCollum passes to Powell. Doncic against Lillard, and there it is for him.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let up. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
Richardson against Covington. To the middle, stolen by McCollum. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. Three-pointer, Lillard. Kicks it out to McCollum. 6 to shoot. It's McCollum on the wing. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
And McCollum has done a lot to improve his impact on the defensive end. Very active with his hands and how he challenges shots.
Well, the blocks numbers last year jumped up a bit. That's kind of a nice indicator of what you're talking about, GA. And he just doesn't get tired. And if he can give some more on the defensive end like he's shown, it's going to help out the team.
Lillard scanning the floor.
Well, maybe not the best shot against that kind of defense, but he still has the ability to knock that kind of shot down.
Here's Richardson, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. And Greg, Josh Richardson's a terrific ball handler out on the wing who can create for others.
Richardson gets a lot of assists per game at that wing position, not just looking to finish plays, but also to create for others. Very well-rounded threat on the offensive end, and that gives this team another dimension in terms of playmaking.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Cantor checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. And it's Simons in for Lillard. McCollum against Richardson. The putback, it's good on the putback.
Talk often about physicality of bigger players. Cauley Stein, one of those guys who fits into that category.
Simons, the pass to McCollum. Pass to Simons. Back to McCollum. Here's Simons. Brunson covering. The 9-foot shot. And the rejection by Cauley Stein.
Don't want to be careless around Cauley Stein. That's when he rises up and blocks shots away.
Jones checked in for the Trailblazers. Dwight Powell's checked in for Dallas. Burke comes in for Richardson. And I'm glad we got to see the mobile one block once more. What a play.
Some intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be there all night long.
Brunson the pass to Cauley Stein. Here's Powell, and the dunk by Powell.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Good job to recognize the opportunity. That's just very solid offense.
And this is right around the time when one team might start to pull away.
Yeah, this team is looking to add to the lead, trying to put the other team away, and threatening here.
Here's Cantor. Anthony trying to get open. Looking to end the run. Cauley Stein grabs the board.
Well, he creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go. Even with the defense, not really a factor.
And, you know, he just got a little ahead of himself on that one. How does a great finisher not dunk that ball? I still can't figure that one out.
Mavericks leading by 8. Brunson with it. Jones covering. Out to the wing. And Cauley Stein with the basket on the assist by Burke.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Simons the pass to Cantor. And it's Simons missing. The Mavericks have gone 6 of 9, shooting it well. Outside Hardaway. One-on-one fast break. And the dunk by Powell.
Changing ends quickly. He's rewarded with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down, but when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
And so it's the Dallas Mavericks. Before the game, we talked with Damian Lillard. He had this to say when asked about.
I know that when the main guy.
He's willing to bear the brunt, and he's also looking out for others.
Great leadership. His teammates seem to rally around that, and it's why every team he's on is a difficult out.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And guys, what's your take on the Mavericks so far?
Well, their effort on the defensive end has set the tone for this game.
Defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
Enes Kanter is out there with Anthony. Then there's Derek Jones. Then it's Damian Lillard, and it's Powell in at the shooting guard. They're the group the Portland Trailblazers will start the second quarter with.
And one thing that I don't think Dame Lillard gets enough recognition for, he's an absolutely fantastic leader for this team. The exact kind of captain you would want.
Dame Lillard doesn't do anything with regards to making excuses for some of the reasons why the team may come up short. All he's concerned with is how can we get better. That's the kind of leader you can get behind.
Lillard attacking. Looks good, is good. Bucket number 4 from the field. He's taken only 6 shots.
You know, not many guys can change pace on the dribble the way Lillard does it. Just phenomenal.
With the teardrop. He's off on that one. Trailblazers trail by 8. With the floater. Good on the bucket. Lillard's got 10.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
Burke dishes to Hardaway. Back to Burke. Pass to Cauley Stein. Puts it up from 12. Powell. The tip in on the offensive rebound. He's got 8.
Oh, smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they? Dallas leading by 8. Redick with the bucket.
That's a great pull-up from Redick. The defense was not expecting him maybe to stop there and pull that.
And an intentional foul right there.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
So for the Trailblazers, Nurkic checked in for Enes Kanter. Robert Covington comes in for Jones. And McCollum subbed in for Powell.
Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, it's a misnomer that in the era of three-point shooting, people don't want anyone to take mid-range shots. Many of the league's elite players still thrive there. Kawhi Leonard is one, and he explained how. He said it's hard to defend guys that shoot twos. Once you get to the playoffs, it becomes a half-court game. Teams won't allow you to take wide-open shots or threes. Guys, back to you.
DA, thank you. Hey, Greg, you play with some big personalities. Talk about the best way to manage egos and conflicts in the locker room. That's a very interesting topic.
No doubt about it. You know, Kev, first thing you learn from middle school on, your team is your family. And let's face it, all families have spats, and so do teams. You just learn to never personalize those things. Never leave any stone unturned. Like, don't let things fester. When there are issues, you address them. And if you're not taking things personally, you tend to be able to work through whatever issues you may come in front of.
Good advice. And the basket is good. Lillard's got it back down to within single digits for the Trailblazers. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Mavericks. They've held a 12-point lead early. Out to Porzingis. Fires the 3. Rebounded by Covington.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Anthony on the wing. Back to Lillard. Anthony, the pass to Lillard. He wants to get it to Nurkic and does. Inside, Porzingis with the steal. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And Anthony sends it back. It's McCollum on the wing. Lillard outside. There's the dish to Covington. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. The Trailblazers shooting their first free throws of the game.
And as a team, excellent. A season ago, about 80% when they got to the line.
Both good from the line that time. 12 seconds left to play here in the half. Passes it to Doncic. Covington with the steal. Here's Nurkic. So we've reached the end of the first half of play. All right, David, thank you, and stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, and welcome back. Right out of the gates, it was Dallas setting the tone. Their mission to dominate early was a... That's all for now.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. One guy who's getting it done is Lillard.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
And you want these kind of nights where you can start to see those openings before they happen.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. On the floor right now for the Mavericks, they've got Porzingis. Doncic out there with Richardson. Then there's Marjanovic, and it's Finney-Smith in at the small forward. Mavericks with the rebound. Richardson left side. He lobs it up. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. McCollum kicks to Lillard. To the paint. It's deflected and stolen by Richardson. And here we go. The Mavericks in a fast break. Doncic passes to Marjanovic.
And you gotta respect Luka's passing skills. Just a multi-talented player who is all about sharing the basketball.
And there's the pass to Lillard. Dishes it to Nurkic. Ball's knocked loose. Back to Lillard. Clock at 6. Slides through for his 7th basket in 11 tries.
Well, we just see this time and time again from Damian Lillard, a quality decision on the pick and roll.
Doncic against Powell. Doncic passes to Finney-Smith. Back to Doncic. Puts it up from 7, and it's Dallas with another.
And how about that? Coming out to start the half, a perfect 3 of 3.
Trailblazers trail by 10. Lillard outside. Powell, the pass to Covington. Here's Nurkic. Nails the baby hook. Nurkic has got his first bucket in this one.
Nurkic using his body that time, a polished move.
Doncic with it. Pass to Finney-Smith. Floats it up for Doncic. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. And Lillard kicks to Powell. They get the rebound.
You know, his positioning near the hoop, always to his advantage. Just a terrific job to tip that one back in.
No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. That doesn't go either for Doncic. To the inside. Back to Lillard. No good on that one. So the Mavericks will take it the other way. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Down low. Out of bounds. Portland takes possession.
Now, I'm all for the crowd interacting with the players, but not so much the players interacting with the crowd. That one, errant pass.
Cantor checked in for Nurkic. Tim Hardaway Jr.'s checked in for the Mavericks. Reddick comes in for Josh Richardson. Porzingis with the ball. Lillard picks him up, and Lillard is going to pick up a foul. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. A different look now for Portland. Carmelo Anthony is checked in for Robert Covington. Jones comes in for Norman Powell. And it's Simons in for Lillard. And Dallas also making a switch. Jalen Brunson, he's checked in for Luka Doncic. Now coming into the league with immense potential, Porzingis has already fulfilled much of it, already an all-star. But you know, Greg, there are still areas he's working on.
Yeah, he's definitely getting stronger and more physical. You'd like to see him make the next pass a little more often when a teammate has a better shot. But if he can just stay healthy, boy, the sky's the limit on what he can accomplish.
We've got 1:08 left to play in the 3rd. And Anthony sends it back.
How about Melo rising up quick to that one there? Nice shot block.
Kicks it out to McCollum. And that comes off the assist by Jones. Now just a 5-point Dallas lead.
He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
On the wing, Hardaway lets the 3 fly, trains the 3-pointer. Hardaway has got himself going there, his first points of the game on the deep ball.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from range.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now it's a shootout.
The 3 from McCollum, and again it's the Trailblazers from deep.
Now CJ saying not so fast. I'm not letting you get away from us tonight. There's the return payback 3.
Brunson scanning the floor. Throws it up high, taken away by Anthony. Here's Jones. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the knee.
The Trailblazers shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night, and so he's able to get 1 of 2. And it's the Mavericks on the break. Burke with the ball, trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Jones is out there with Anthony. Then there's C.J. McCollum. Then it's Enes Kanter. And it's Simons in at the 1. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers. And staying with the play, Anthony.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Now here's Brunson. Tight defense on him. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Well, when you see Porzingis attack the glass, you want to stand up in your seat. There's been these opportunities where we've seen him flying in for some highlight dunks.
McCollum finds Jones. Outside Anthony. Back to Jones. 6 on the shot clock. Inside, Simons. And that comes off the assist by Jones.
That's an excellent play call to free him up from the defense.
Well, taking advantage of that opportunity, it does not get any more high percentage than that one.
Here's Brunson. It's tipped.
That's good footwork from the big man. Is Kanter aware defensively to get to that one?
And the basket by McCollum.
And it's official. They have come all the way back. At one point, this thing seemed to be out of reach.
This is a testament to this team's fortitude, never giving up. Folks, we've got a new ball game.
Yep, it counts. And the Mavericks lead by 2.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Yeah, both of these teams locked in on the offensive end. Going to be a high-scoring affair tonight.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Porzingis. Mike Powell comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Richardson, he's checked in for J.J. Redick. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Jalen Brunson.
And certainly not lacking in confidence. When Doncic gets these inside looks, he just jumps all over.
Doncic against Lillard. Here's Powell. And the call will be against Jusuf Nurkic. That is his first foul of the game. And the Trailblazers making a change here. McCollum's checked in. Doncic against Lillard. Doncic passes to Richardson. That one's not going to go.
Well, there's more he could have done in this game for sure, but it hasn't kept them from pulling ahead.
Here's McCollum. And that one off the back of the rim and in.
Man, he was a go-to guy in crunch time in college, and McCollum now has developed that reputation here in the league.
Powell against Doncic. And the layup's good off the glass. Doncic has got 4 points now in the quarter.
How about the poise from Doncic right there? He ups the ante when it's a critical possession here in the game.
Three-pointer, Lillard. They get it again. Nurkic kicks to McCollum. Lillard outside. From deep. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Lillard's got 19 points.
He's a guy that lives for a big moment like that. Great focus and courage in the clutch.
Doncic finds Cauley-Stein. On the wing, Doncic. No good with the triple. Portland's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
And that is what you need in big moments. Lillard's a strong leader with competitive drive. Bingo.
Doncic outside. Good work there as it goes. And the Mavericks lead by 1.
Incredible. Doncic decides he wants to take over, and that's his personality. He comes up with the goods on that one.
Here's Lillard. And stolen by Cauley-Stein. Here's Doncic. And here we go. A coach's challenge has been initiated. We'll have to now review the personal foul in question.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Marjanovic checked in for Cauley Stein. Porzingis comes in for Dwight Powell. And Dorian Finney-Smith subbed in for Tim Hardaway Jr. It's the first that gives them a 4-point cushion. So he gets them both, and it's a 5-point game.
Perfect from the line. It's now a 2-possession game.
Lillard fires away from way outside. Portland no good that time either.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Oh, no, I know he can make it, but that's warm-ups, so maybe just a step too far.
Doncic feeling it out. So a close game sees Dallas taking this one. They break the hearts of every fan in the building.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The sprawling metropolis of Dallas, Texas is our setting tonight, as seen from above. Well, DA, take it away.
Hey, Kevin,
It might indeed, David. Well said. Thank you for that report. Missing some depth tonight, but the starting lineup is intact for this team. Now let's take a look at Denver's opening lineup. Cole is out there with Aaron Gordon, and it's Nikola Jokic. Then there's Monte Morris, and it's Porter at the shooting guard. And for Dallas, they've got Richardson. Marjanovic is out there with Porzingis. Then there's Luka Doncic, and it's Finney-Smith in at the 3 spot. Jokic, and the rejection by Marjanovic. And here is Doncic. Can't cash in from the high post.
Usually, guys, he's going to knock that one down from there. Proficient at operating in that medium range area.
Here's Gordon. Got a piece of it.
Richardson showing you his defensive anticipation there with the block shot.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
Yeah, really left him no choice there. He had the foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
The Nuggets shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws. And no doubt last season was a bit of a step backwards for Aaron Gordon. After that breakout 2019 season, his numbers just didn't hold up.
And, you know, Greg, the issue was his shooting. You know, Gordon had a tough time from distance, especially from three-point range. Some of that is maybe mechanics, but also shot selection a part of it. And I also thought he was a little more passive with the ball, maybe a little more indecisive. But again, he's a young player, really young player, so I'm thinking it was probably just an off year for him, and he'll bounce back in good fashion.
Now here is Morris. Pass to Gordon. Lets it go from deep. The Nuggets with another miss.
Early on, 3 misses to open the game. Their offense right now still trying to find its way.
Well, I love watching Doncic go to work there. Assertiveness is the key, and that's part of why he's so successful.
Here's Morris. Kicks it to Porter. To the middle. Porzingis with the steal. On the wing, Doncic. We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. Out to Porzingis. Morris against Doncic. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Now here's Gordon. Oh, the power on that throwdown. Goodness.
Yeah, we saw this on display in the slam dunk contest. Gordon has some major bunnies, a creative slam dunk artist.
Here's Doncic. Out to Porzingis. The tray. Jokic grabs the miss. The Nuggets have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Here's Bull. Porzingis with the block.
You know, when Porzingis combines quickness with his reach, getting off the floor like that, he can block just about any shot.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Marjanovic. Mike Powell comes in for Porzingis. Hardaway's checked in for Josh Richardson. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Now here's Gordon. Clock at 4. Lays it up and banks it in. Gordon's got 6. No doubt, Greg, you are known being a gritty, in-your-face defender. And when you think of the most hard-nosed point guards in the NBA today, who comes to mind?
For me, I think Chris Paul, I go first because this guy, one, he's a phenomenal two-way player. He'll do whatever it takes to win, even if that means pushing the envelope a little bit. Pat Beverly is another guy, just a flat-out bulldog. Marcus Smart, I think, falls into that category. Again, it's not always about being the most talented, but if you bring an edge about you, that really permeates throughout your team. So those are some guys. Drew Holiday is another guy I'd throw into that mix as well.
Yeah, they all lock in. You're right. And the Mavericks making a change here. Burks is checked in.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
Does it as well as anybody, fellas. Tremendous skill while in the air.
Here's Brunson. After the Nuggets pick up 2. Back to Cauley Stein. Dishes to Hardaway. Ball stolen. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Here's Rivers. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Yeah, he earned that one. I mean, taking the hit and still able to get that one to go down.
Incredible body control right there. Don't know how he was able to get that one to go, but it sure was a thing of beauty to watch.
Now here's Brunson. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Here's Burke. Kept alive. Tries again. And the layup by Powell.
Boy, intensity always a good thing, and Powell brings it solid at getting after offensive rebounds for his team.
Now here's Rivers. Burke covering. Now Rivers. Astonagi takes the 3. But they recover it. Millsap, and it's good, but hold on. The officials may want to look at that one on the replay monitor. And indeed, they're going to look at it again. They need to be certain he beat the buzzer.
And they're making sure.
It's a tie game in Dallas. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And what do you think, guys, about Dallas here in this one?
Well, this is the edge that great rim protection can give you.
Yeah, you know, you have a guy in there blocking a bunch of shots or multiple players blocking shots. It causes the offense to think twice when they go up for shots in there.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. On the floor right now for the Mavericks. Powell is out there with Willie Cauley-Stein. Then there's Burke. Then there's Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Redick in at the 2 spot. And the shot goes in. Here's Burke. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Redick surveying the D. Over Harrison. Second shot opportunity to the paint. Here's Cauley-Stein, and Cauley-Stein throws it down.
Cauley-Stein, a tremendous athlete and a dynamic finisher. And a 5-star recruit coming out of high school. Powell had an excellent college career, yet he fell to the second round of the draft. Didn't even hear his name called as he was selected during a commercial break.
Here's Millsap over Hardaway. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. And it's out of bounds. The Mavericks able to retain possession here. And the Mavericks with some changes. Porzingis is checked in for Dwight Powell. And it's Richardson in for Hardaway. And then for Denver, Jokic is checked in for JaVale McGee. Bol comes in for Paul Millsap. And it's Michael Porter in for Shaquille Harrison. Richardson, that's a 2-pointer. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. And G.A., even when he did arrive to the NBA, it took Powell a while to latch on.
You know, traded a couple times in his first year. He was assigned and recalled 10 times in about a month with Boston's D-League affiliate. Finally found a home in Dallas. Everything turned around from that point forward.
They grabbed their own miss. Burke kicks to Porzingis. Tries yet again. It's good. The assist that time from Burke. Porzingis has got his first 2 points.
Boy, you can see it in his eyes. Porzingis looking aggressively for his shot.
Now, here is Morris. Burke covering. Count that one. Morris has got it all tied up now for the Nuggets.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
Burke, the pass to Porzingis. To the inside. And Redick kicks to Cauley Stein. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Porzingis. Makes the most of the high percentage shot. Porzingis has got his second basket of the game.
You know, fellas, I like the aggressiveness Porzingis is showing on the glass. I mean, getting good positioning and using that big body when shots go up. That's why he's boarding it well.
And the rejection by Cauley Stein. And that goes out of bounds. Last touch by Cauley Stein. A different look for Dallas. Marjanovic checked in for Willie Cauley Stein. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for J.J. Redick. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Trey Burke. And Denver also making a switch. Green's checked in.
Boy, good vision that time from Michael Porter Jr. Saw the wide open teammate and then got the pass to him right on time.
Morris against Brunson. Banked in off the glass.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Morris with the ball. 1:11 left in the first half. And stolen by Richardson. And here we go. The Mavericks in a fast break. Here's Marjanovic. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Mavericks.
You know, they've done a great job of getting a hand up on shooters. Actually have gotten a lot of blocks as well, solidifying that defensive effort.
And another thing they've done right from the start is converting a lot of those second chance opportunities. Those can be hard to come by sometimes.
Doncic is checked in for Dallas.
Good, solid execution inside. That's exactly the look you want.
Up top, Doncic. 7 points in the game. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Boy, what a brilliant find by Doncic.
The Nuggets trail by 4. And the pass to Green. Now the dish to Porter. Millsap in the corner. It's stolen by Marjanovic.
And this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Yeah, they've got to hold for the last shot here.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Harrison passes to Porter. Up again, and the second chance effort by Gordon.
Well, you know what I like to say, persistence pays, and with Gordon, he's the kind of guy who just does not rest on the glass.
A big-time effort for Porzingis.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back. The first quarter for the Mavericks was fairly even. The period wrapped up with the teams on level ground.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Porzingis having a dominant impact in this game.
Man, how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
Taking a look at the Nuggets. Harrison out there with Rivers. Then there's Paul Millsap. Then there's JaVale McGee. It's Najee in at the power forward position. Here's Porzingis. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor. Greg, not all drafts are the same in terms of talent. 2019 was a year to remember.
No doubt about it. I mean, transcendent talent at the top. You think of Zion and Ja. Those could be future league MVPs. And the irony is that those 2 guys were teammates in high school. Go figure.
Yeah, go figure is right. Richardson right side. Here's Doncic. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor.
There's an awful lot to like about Doncic, but probably what jumps out at me most is how competitive he is. I mean, he wants to dominate whoever's guarding him.
Morris, no good.
They have yet to hit a shot, a real slow start here in the second half.
Marjanovic finds Porzingis. Back to Marjanovic. And Marjanovic with the slam.
Porzingis has no problem giving the ball up. This is just the kind of unselfishness you like to see.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
J.J. Redick's checked in for Dallas. Jalen Brunson comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Brunson against Porter. Brunson kicks to Porzingis. Back to Brunson. Over Porter. Shot clock at 6. Porzingis passes to Marjanovic. To the middle. Here's Brunson. No good. Good defense by Jokic. The Nuggets trail by 10. Gordon, the pass to Jokic.
And drafted with the 41st pick back in 2014. How about this, Jokic, the definition of a sleeper pick. He was actually asleep when the Nuggets drafted him.
The story goes on that his brother called him up trying to congratulate him, and Nico hung up in his face. How about that? Didn't hear the news until the next morning. He certainly has a different way of going about things, but there's no denying he's got a lot of game, and it's fun to watch.
Hardaway passes to Porzingis. Good on the shot. Porzingis has got 12.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Now, here is Morris. Jokic inside. Powell's there. Offensive rebound. Morris kicks to Jokic. Shoots over Powell. Shot is good, and the Mavericks' lead is cut down to just 8 points with the bucket from Jokic. 1:56 left in the third quarter. Brunson finds Redick. Back to Brunson. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Porzingis can't hit. The Nuggets trail by 8. And a wide open look for Porter. And a miss there on the triple. Brunson with a clean look. Porter pulls it in. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for the Denver Nuggets. And the shot is good. 8 points for Jokic.
Boy, the mobility of Jokic, very impressive. This guy gets to the basket well for a big man.
And here's Brunson. Outside, Redick. Left side, Hardaway. Inside, stolen by Gordon. And here we go with Morris, running it up the court. Tries again. Here's Jokic, the second effort, and the layup is good. Jokic has got 8 here in the quarter. Clock management, this is where they can get a 2-for-1.
And Kevin, every opportunity counts.
This is it to Powell. Redick dishes to Powell. Just 5 on the clock. Pass to Porzingis. It falls for his 7th bucket of the contest. He's 7 for 9.
Well, you can't allow Porzingis to get this positioning, guys. I mean, he's too big and skilled, and he showed it there.
Morris passes to Jokic. Morris right side. Porzingis with the block. And it's out of bounds. The Nuggets able to retain possession here. 3 off the inbound. And that one released in time, but no good. And so it's Dallas, with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. Their defense has been terrific in this game. And we'll be back with you shortly. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Doncic out there with Richardson. Then there's Marjanovic. Then there's Hardaway. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 4. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. Outside, Green. Off target from outside. Mavericks leading by 4. Finney-Smith kicks to Doncic. Pass to Finney-Smith. And he throws it down hard with one hand.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage nonetheless. I mean, it was only with one hand, but he still threw that down pretty hard.
We've played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. Millsap down low. Guarded by Marjanovic. And that one's good. Millsap.
Love watching Millsap go to work inside. He's a pretty smooth operator in the paint. Good footwork, good strength, and good touch.
Doncic looking it over. There's the pass to Richardson. Stolen by McGee. Here's Harrison. Guarded by Doncic. The shot by Harrison. No good. The Mavericks leading. Hardaway passes to Finney-Smith. Richardson outside. 6 to shoot. Pass to Finney-Smith. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Finney-Smith's got 4 points in the quarter.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assist. That's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
Harrison. Mavericks with the rebound. Doncic has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Richardson with it, now guarded by Porter. And out of bounds as the Nuggets gain possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Dallas making a switch here. Porzingis is checked in. The Nuggets also changing it up. Gordon's checked in for JaVale McGee. And Morris subbed in for Harrison.
You know, the ill-advised threes isn't how you want to close the gap. They've got to have better shot selection.
Doncic kicks to Finney-Smith. Back to Doncic. Down low. It's tipped. Here's Porzingis. Oh, offensive interference.
That's interference.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Jokic is checked in. The Nuggets trail by 6. Here's Morris. Goes back up. Jokic passes to Gordon. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic.
Good to see Gordon coming through with a big basket. I mean, he's no stranger to these high-intensity moments.
Now Doncic tries from 7, and he makes that one.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Morris against Doncic. Goes up the baseline. It's rebounded by Dallas. Doncic has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Shoots the 3. It's a hand on it.
You know, guys, this is the danger Porzingis poses in the open floor. He's excellent at getting to his spots.
And Morris has got the ball here for the Nuggets. They've given up just 8 points in the 4th quarter. Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And no good is the first free throw, missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second. And the Nuggets making a change here. Chanchars checked in.
A disappointing trip to the line there. Even though it was just one miss, now is not the time to be missing those.
Richardson with it. Back to Doncic. For the 3. That doesn't go either for Doncic. Here's Denver now. They trail by 7. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And, you know, the attack from Gordon, his explosive first step on his drives to the hoop, really scary.
Good on the first, and that trims the lead to 6. And both free throws good for Gordon. A chance here to possibly put it out of reach.
This is when you really need to maintain your focus.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Doncic outside. From outside the arc. Knocks down the 3 ball. And the Mavericks lead by 8.
You know, you can see the confidence Doncic shoots the ball with, especially when he gets room to pull the trigger from deep. No hesitation.
Knocks down the 3.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Doncic. So we see the Mavericks get the win here. David, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks. And a look at the status here of both teams' injured players and who will not be in the lineup.
And some uncertainty arises when both teams are missing players. Who is better able to weather the storm and take care of business?
The starters for the Portland Trail Blazers. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Nurkic, and it's Powell in at the small forward. And for Denver, they've got Nikola Jokic. Austin Rivers is out there with Porter. Then there's Gordon, and it's Bull in at power forward. A nice shot by Rivers.
These buckets help Rivers get going. The defense can't allow him to get comfortable from there.
Lillard against Rivers. It's McCollum on the wing. Pass to Nurkic. Lillard dishes to Nurkic. Left side Covington. And stolen by Bull. Gordon. Oh, that was a strong dunk.
That's how you go home.
And at 7'2", Bull has incredible vision, including noticing when his teammates are open.
McCollum finds Lillard. Nurkic with it. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
No clue how he got that one to fall.
The Trailblazers shooting their first free throw of the game here.
And when you look at their numbers from a season ago, 80% as a unit, that's something you'll be happy with.
Wow, the toughness and the edge Nurkic provides, it's awesome. A physical big man. He makes an impact on both ends of the floor.
Pass to Bull. First quarter, just over a minute played. Gordon with no one around. The three-pointer, no good. And Portland with the ball.
And you look at Robert Covington, first team all-defense in 2018, the kind of versatile stopper that every team in the league could use.
Now here's Lillard. Clock at 6. The pass to Covington. Dishes it to Powell. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. And it's Lillard missing. And Covington maybe not a star, but he's a winning player. We've seen that.
And the perfect example of that 3-and-D role player. Can guard 4 or 5 positions and can definitely sling it from outside.
From 15 feet away, Powell, the second chance points on the tip-in.
Love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed. Now, here's Jokic. And Lillard is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. And here are the Nuggets now. They trail by 1. And a wide open look for Porter. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Just sensational form and touch on display from Porter. When he gets any room to shoot from deep, he's looking to fire.
And looks like the illegal kick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
And he knows it, too. He tried to get away with it. Sometimes you do. That time he did.
Denver making a switch here. Millsap's checked in. Portland also making some changes. Enes Kanter's checked in for Nurkic. And Carmelo Anthony's subbed in for Robert Covington.
And the play succeeds because Millsap comes to the court hungry. He chases down boards and second chance opportunities.
Now, here's Lillard. Three-pointer. And it's Jokic with the rebound. The Nuggets leading by 4. Millsap with it. Now defended by McCollum. And there's Millsap. That's good on the assist by Jokic. Greg, 11 years for you in the NBA. You had to have some favorite players that you played besides and with.
You know, it's a great call, and there were a ton of them. A few guys, though, Wilson. Gary Payton, I got a chance to play with Gary for a year and have known him. We used to go at it in high school, and it's really about his personality. This is a guy that constant chatter, practice on the court. That's what fed his confidence. Charles Oakley, another guy. He would run through a wall or through you to win a game. And then Scottie Pippen later in my career, just a winner and somebody who I competed against for many years, but then having the opportunity to play with up close, I got a greater appreciation for his skill set.
Here's Jokic, following the score by Damian Lillard. Jokic finds Rivers. Back to Jokic. 5 to shoot. That shot is off. Now the Trailblazers take it the other way.
It's been a really tough quarter for him. I mean, he cannot get his shots to drop.
Lillard, the pass to Kanter. Porter against Lillard. And he comes up with the deuce. Lillard's got his second bucket.
Oh, Lillard has some ridiculous handles. His ball control simply sublime.
There's 31 seconds left in the first. Here's Rivers. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
And Lillard kicks to McCullough. Lillard looking around. And it's Lillard again missing. Jokic with it. It's good.
And you better hammer Jokic to get him off on his shot. The Serbian is a solid 7-footer and laser focused.
And we reach the end of the first quarter. Nuggets lead by 6. And we'll be back right after. Greg, we know many guys in the NBA have range, but Damian Lillard's range?
When I'm training in the summer.
The team seems to support, Greg, that philosophy 100%.
The game has changed. Some guys would rather take a few steps back to get a cleaner look. Lillard being one of them.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And the Nuggets, guys, what jumps out to you numbers-wise?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Old school approach. I mean, if you have a favorable matchup inside, just keep pounding it in there.
Harrison out there with Morris. Then there's JaVale McGee. Then there's Paul Millsap. It's Najee in at the 4. That's the group for Denver getting going here in the second.
Love the offensive game of McCollum. He can score from anywhere on the court.
Here's Harrison. Offensive rebound. Out to Morris from past the arc. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Here's Simons. Cuts off the pass. And around a minute gone here in the second quarter. And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
Well, that's where McGee makes his living. On the interior, it makes them a much more effective offense when he's able to contribute in the painted area. Well, there are a few players in the league that can match McGee's athleticism. I mean, his whole career, he's been a class above with his speed and leaping. He'll make the most of it on both ends of the court.
And the foul called on Paul Millsap. That is his first foul of the game. Nurkic finds Covington. Here's Simons, covered by Morris. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Covington. The putback. There's Nurkic putting it right back in. Nurkic has got 5 now.
Well, when you see the hard-working mentality of Nurkic, I mean, love how assertive he is on the offensive boards.
Here's Harrison. He's guarded by McCollum. That one drops for him.
And see, Webb, you mentioned it with JaVale McGee. His vertical is off the charts.
Oh, yeah, he can get to alley-oops, GA, that nobody else can. The length and bounce he has is jaw-dropping. I mean, same goes for his shot-blocking abilities when he times it up.
Nurkic makes it off the glass. Nurkic has got 4 points this quarter.
The closer Nurkic is to the basket, the more dangerous he is. A solid interior scorer.
Passes to Millsap. A 3-ball. A rebound by Simons. And it's Monte Morris with the foul. That's his first foul. The Trailblazers making a switch here. Lillard's checked in. Trailblazers trail by 5. Pass to Simons. Back to Lillard. Beyond the arc. Unable to get that one. Now the Nuggets take it the other way. And the call will be against Jusuf Nurkic. That's foul number 2 for him.
I appreciate the aggression, but that's already his second foul. He's got to play it a little safer now.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Enes Kanter's checked in for Jusuf Nurkic. Carmelo Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. And Norman Powell subbed in for Anthony Simons. Lillard against Green. Lillard the pass to Powell. Back to Lillard. Over Green. Poke loose.
You know what a kind of competitor he is? I know he's upset with his performance and with the score.
Here's Harrison. And it's Portland with the rebound. 1:52 left in the first half of basketball. Lillard from outside. That shot goes in. He now has 3 field goals and 6 misses today.
You got to get out on Lillard. I mean, his long-distance shot, you know it's cash.
Here's Harrison, covered by Lillard. Harrison scanning the floor. Porter in the corner. Shoots over Cantor. The Nuggets with another miss.
He operates well in traffic, but still, that's just a tough play to finish.
And it's Lillard again missing.
This quarter has been hit or miss for him. Mostly miss.
The drive by Green. The feed the Bull. Kicks it out to Gordon. They could use a bucket. And another miss by Denver. Portland's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Powell dishes to Lillard. Over Gordon. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Lillard's got the game tied up here for the Trailblazers. Here's Harrison. Outside Gordon. Launches it. And Cantor pulls it down. Cantor's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Lillard with no one around. Drills the 3-pointer. Lillard's got the lead up to 3 now for Portland.
That's his second 3-pointer of this quarter after not getting any in the first.
To the paint. Here's Green. Another shot. And he lays it up and in.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters. Thank you, David, for that interview. And we'll see you back here after the break.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, after 2 quarters, it's Portland out in front. They lead by 1 point. Kenny, what was your impression? What? That's all for now.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. You have to like what we've seen so far from Damian Lillard.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column? Through 2 quarters, he has been terrific.
This game has his fingerprints all over it. Now looking to replicate what he did in the first half.
On the floor for Portland, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Powell, and it's Nurkic in its center. And Morris has got the ball here for the Nuggets. 4-point game. Greg, you and I have talked about how the NBA Finals used to be tape delayed. What's the value of fans getting to see the broadcast live now as opposed to tape delayed as it was back in the 70s?
Isn't that weird to even think that that's the case?
I know it.
You know, I think, Kev, that the fans, they just feel more connected to their favorite teams and players. It creates more anxiety, right? Because nowadays, there's nothing that can happen that you don't know about it, whether you see it or not. So live sports, especially the NBA Finals, the anticipation, that anxiety that we talked about, man, I'm still a fan to this day in a different way. So I can only imagine when you have a personal vested interest in a team, what that's got to feel like.
Edge of your seat, you're right. Nurkic kicks to McCollum. Lillard against Morris. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Look at the energy Lillard plays with. He doesn't give in to the defense. He's superb at scoring despite getting hit.
Simons, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. The Nuggets trail by 7. Pass to Jokic. And And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with. And here we go, coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul, seeing if that was the right call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Nurkic, the pass to Simons. It's Powell on the wing. To the wing right side. Feeds to Nurkic, and too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. The Nuggets trail by 5.
Come get it, come get it.
Now here's Rivers. The dish to McGee. Lays it up off the glass. McGee's got 5.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
Anthony, the pass to Simons. Now here's Powell. Here's Nurkic. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
You can't jump at the pump fake. Nurkic is too skilled at getting defenders up in the air.
And the Nuggets making a change here. And he's good on the second. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Campazzo, guarded by Powell. Campazzo, and he banks in the layup.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Portland leading. Simons, the pass to Anthony. Here's Simons. He's guarded by Rivers. Elbow shot. Nurkic trying to get open, and it's Simons missing. For Denver, they've gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. For the tie, the shot's good from McGee.
With height and heart, Kevin, McGee can do damage around him.
Powell, the pass to Simons. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Anthony finds Powell. Now Nurkic. And here is Powell from the high post. Rebounded by McGee.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
And Jokic with the basket on the assist by McGee. Jokic has got his second basket of the game. Simons, the pass to Anthony. High post, Nurkic. Back to Anthony. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Well, Melo made his way back into the league last season. He was immediately a heavy minutes player for the Blazers. Looked good as a third scoring option for the team.
That's good from Anthony.
And with Melo not having to bear so much of the scoring load, I think was good for him.
Yeah, especially since he took about a year off from playing. Melo had to take a long look in the mirror about how he can help teams win during his absence. But he clearly has something left to offer.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. Outside for Millsap. He dishes it to Porter. Over McCollum. Porter, no luck. And so it's Anthony bringing it up for the Portland Trail Blazers. McCollum with the ball, now guarded by Porter. Kicks it out to Lillard. 11 feet away. They get it back. The 3 from McCollum. Portland no good that time either. Nuggets have gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. There's Porter with the 3. Here's Green. And boy, that looked like goaltending. Yes, it is. And so they will award the basket there.
So close to getting the block there. You can live with those calls because you'd rather have a guy playing aggressive instead of playing it safe.
Lillard dishes to McCollum. Back to Lillard. The three. With the tip. And staying with the play, Anthony. Anthony's got it all tied up now for the Trailblazers.
He makes so many hustle plays, and here he's working the offensive glass for the tip.
It's all tied in Denver. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, it's also called making a good read, understanding where everyone is and taking full advantage. Fantastic.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Green is out there with Aaron Gordon. Then it's Michael Porter. Then there's Paul Millsap. And it's Harrison in at the point guard position. That's the group on the floor for Denver. Now, here's Lillard. He's guarded closely. Fires the three. Nailed from three-point land. And the Trailblazers lead by 3.
The remarkable range of Lillard. I mean, you see these shots he makes from distance with ease, effortless release.
And Green puts up a deep three. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. Jones with it. He's picked up by Millsap. Fires from the line, and that one is good. Now it's a 5-point Portland lead.
A pick-and-roll master. You got to respect how decisive Lillard is. I mean, he often makes great decisions.
Harrison passes to Millsap. From deep three-point range, and another miss by Denver. And for Portland, they're shooting pretty good tonight at 48%. Anthony finds McCollum. Back to Anthony. The pass to Cannon. It's McCollum on the wing, guarded by Porter. Lillard dishes to McCollum. To the inside, Anthony. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Anthony's got the lead up to 7 now for the Trailblazers. Denver's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Passes it to Gordon. Stolen by McCollum. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. And there's Lillard on the assist by McCollum.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
And stolen by Lillard. He kicks it to McCollum. Back to Lillard. Over Harrison. Cantor, the pass to Lillard. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Lillard's got 24. You know, Greg, you'd probably know as well as anyone, what was it like going up against the Bulls in the 90s?
You know, it's weird to say, but in a lot of ways, we were a lot like they were. Hall of Fame talent at the coach, a defensive-minded team, but the one difference was, you know, the Bulls had that guy that wore that number 23. I think I'd say that might have been the one difference.
Big group substitution here for Denver. Jokic has checked in for Millsap. Bol comes in for Jermichael Green. Morris is checked in for Porter. And it's Rivers in for Harrison. The Trailblazers also changing it up. Nurkic checked in for Enes Kanter. Robert Covington comes in for Anthony. And it's Powell in for Derek Jones. Inside, here's Powell. And Nurkic has it in the corner. 6 on the shot clock. Pulls up on the elbow. And that's good for 2. Lillard's got 14 points now in the second half.
Superb form. Lillard has the mid-range shot on lockdown.
Here's Bol, and the dunk by Bol.
And with a strong finish, he finally ends that 13-0 run by Portland.
Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. And Lillard kicks to Powell. Back to Lillard. Puts up a three. And it's Jokic with the rebound. Jokic has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Bull. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. Bull's got it back down to single digits for the Nuggets. And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for the Portland Trailblazers. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points. Dishes to McCollum. Lillard against Rivers. Lillard, the pass to Powell. Back to Lillard. There's the three. Drains it from beyond the arc. And the Trailblazers lead by 12.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Showing remarkable poise and focus throughout the game, a sustained effort across the board.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will take it.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
So both teams making some changes here. Guys, you've got to think a basket here would seal it.
No question. That would be all she wrote.
It's stolen by Morris. And now the Nuggets. Fast break. Here's Chunchar. No good from outside. Morris outside. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Oh, that's a well-deserved assist. Not every player has the vision to make that feed.
And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now.